For this next episode of When I'm Not Podcasting, I'm going to put on a deep, sexy voice. Because a New York Post article has written a story that says, if your man has a deep, sexy voice, he might cheat on you. I want to go through the story here, and I'm going to try to keep that voice as well as I can and see what I can do here. But this is an interesting story. Here we go. Who knew the deep voice could be so shallow? And a revelation that should alarm anyone blessed with a manly James Earl Jones baritone. Chinese researchers found that men with deeper voices are more likely to cheat on their partner. The sound-breaking study was published in the journal Personality and Individual Differences and approved by the Ethics Committee of Southwest University. Indeed, while females largely find lower acoustics more arousing, masculine-sounding men are also, quote, more likely to engage in infidelity, end quote, and then feminine men, researchers said. The scientists reached this nest-wrecking conclusion by surveying an anonymous group of heterosexual Mandarin-speaking university students. After recording their voices to gauge their pitch, the team asked participants how likely they were to remain faithful to their partners on a scale of 1 to 7. Quote, while they found no strong correlation between female voices and philandering, men with deeper timbres were more likely to fool around with different women, per the study. They deduced that these low-octave catcallers, I like that name, low-active catcallers, enhance their status among other men on their attractiveness to women, thereby increasing their chances of obtaining more or higher quality partners. Okay. And there was a previous study that says between pitch and promiscuity, reporting that the more women thought these women could cheat, the more they were attracted to them for a brief relationship when they were less worried about fidelity. This is so stupid. What a silly article. But I thought it was very interesting. Okay, a little more of this. On a biological level, lower voices indicate higher testosterone levels, which has been shown to interfere with romantic relationship functioning by promoting promiscuous behavior, according to the researchers behind the new study. By contrast, men with lower testosterone and therefore higher voices tend to have higher long-term marital satisfaction and lower divorce rates. I don't know. I don't have that problem. I mean, there are big guys that have low T, and they got pretty deep voices. I never really thought about it like that. Is that really true? And I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know a lot of Asian people that have really deep voices, you know? Sometimes I think the women have more deeper voices. I mean, I used to go to a lot of massage parlors. A lot of Asian women would go ahead and, massage and this and that. And I'm just saying, I don't think they usually had like very high voice. Some had the squeaky voices and just, a little bit cantankerous, but that's okay. Now, they also conclude here and they say that the researchers also acknowledged that they discussed the study is based on research conducted in Western cultures because few studies have examined vocal characteristics based on Chinese participants. So anyway, do you really think because you have a low, sexy voice, you're a cheater? I think if you're trying to be sexy with the voice, right? So you're telling me, babe, that if I talk like this, I sound like I'm fooling around with another chick on the side. Is that what you think, babe? I don't know. It's just a thought. I think it's kind of silly. But I don't think it's much else. It's just like, everybody wants to go and think their own things. I think it's a silly story. I think there's no merit to it. Again, by voice, skepticism, it doesn't make anything. It's got to be in the words you say, don't you think? Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll talk to you next time.